the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Coming out with it, it's Fields. Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They will get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for space, it's Cox. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Boyd. It's complete to the left. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Bruins with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UCLA. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. take a big view of Texas. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting pool and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. And that's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback...
Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. Dropping back, it's Boyd. He's got it down the middle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. The short hands, it's Terry. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Looking to throw on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you've got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, the portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them... Oh, it's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Boyd. Using his feet to buy time. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
To the ground, he's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Dyer. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near...
Turning it on! He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass, it's Boyd. Firing to the right, complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Yeah, a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Oh, what a play.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to come.
Out of space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Boyd. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's looking to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell I just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Off the play fake. He's going for it all. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off it. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the grab.
But I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Back to pass. They're working that left side. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. To the air, it's Boyd. Forced out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cox. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Zips it out to his man.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. If you can't throw it late, it's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on fourth down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Moving out of the pocket. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Back to the ground with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Dumps it to the back. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, man, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
To the air, it's Boyd. On the run, still looking. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Quarterback on the keeper. Slithers into space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And they stay on target with the extra point of 35-21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Texas. From
inside the 20, chance for great field position. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Boyd. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field and trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Get ready. Quarterback keeps it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clock is wound down, just over 20 seconds to go before the break. They'll have it 1st and 10. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the back. Finds his man. It's Cox. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
UCLA.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. There's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the snap, it's Brady. Grab near the marker, it's Dyer. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We'll try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing.
There he goes. Inside the 50. The 30. Past the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Bruins. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Washington State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Boyd. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run, and he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Reading the option, it's Boyd. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, he chews up yards. That was really quick, really decisive. Design quarterback runs are very difficult to stop, and you could tell he's got some ability to make big plays. And thank goodness they got him on the ground, and it wasn't a bigger play than it could have been.
And the timing just a hair off.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
22. Slide, 22.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on fourth down. They were expecting pass, and they didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelmed the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
He smashes his way through again. Oh, my. Circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. He'll take a deep shot here. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Third down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
On fourth down, going to the air. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is. And we're going to...
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Wants to throw. It's Boyd. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the depot.
Now improvising. Stands in and takes the hit. Another incompletion on third down.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. Just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. And that is his fifth interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Here comes the Texas offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Texas! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
UCLA 28. Texas.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield, it's Boyd. They've got the screen set up. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to scramble. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Gonna let it fly. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
The give as they work on that clock. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Got his man quickly. Breaks into the open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the returner will be brought down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking for a man. It's Boyd. Now he's going to break the pocket. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And the Bruins will snap it on first and 10. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Yeah, this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. He wants a big play here late. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Unloads to the wideout. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
This always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
UCLA 20, Texas.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
They'll keep it on the ground. Plows through the defense. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
3rd down coming up.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Here's a heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
He got it. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
Texas.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And after this play, the cake will be baked. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. One more play to pad the stats.
Here we go.
Dropping back, it's Boyd. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has been just